Hi, I'm Judd Fisher, the president and COO of Ball Brothers Foundation. And this is our sixth edition of the video series that is chronicling the ways that our community and nonprofits and everyone is really banding together to try and figure out how to get through the pandemic and get onto recovery mode. But we're still in the middle of COVID-19 and trying to figure out the best ways to assist each other in the Muncie and Delaware County area of Indiana. Today we're going to have three individuals on our video that have community connections. One runs a community center, one runs a neighborhood association, and another person who does a leadership academy. And they're going to talk about the things they've been doing during this pandemic. I appreciate them coming in, and I appreciate you for viewing this. Thank you.
I'm Jackie Hanneman, and I have the pleasure of being the Executive Director of the Ross Community Center. As an immediate response, when COVID-19 came, we had to obviously suspend our programming, our on-site programming and services. But one thing that we expanded exponentially upon was our community market, our weekly community market. We thought, how can we help in the most immediate way? And it is through people losing their jobs. So it's through food and non-food items. So we went from going once a week to serving about 120 people to twice a week for the first 3 weeks. And then we realized that making people out twice a week was not a good thing. So we went back to once a week and giving people food for an entire week. It gives us great pleasure to support our community in this way. But at the same time, it's sad that we have about 530 people. So one of the things that we actually started last week to bring hope back to our people is that we have summer programming. So it's been done online through a video, but we're doing it in collaboration with WIPP, Michelle Kinsey at WIPP. And so we have 10 weeks of summer programming where the parents come and pick up packets every week, and they do lots of wonderful projects at home, PBS projects. We also have baseball that is about to begin in 2 weeks. And doing baseball under COVID-19 is challenging, but we're asking all of the parents to please follow the COVID-19 rules. We're trying to bring back that sense of hope and normalcy, even though we know that we may not go back to whatever normal is for quite some time. These are crucial times in which we've all gone through a lot of pain. Some of our community friends, much more painful experiences than others. But one of the most beautiful things that has come out of this is collaboration. Friendships have emerged, friendships have strengthened, people have collaborated with each other. And I want everyone to know that we are all here for you. We are here for each other. At the Ross Community Center, please come to us and we will be there for you for whatever you need. Whatever we cannot help with, we will refer you to the right people. We as the nonprofit organizations are there to help you at the grassroots level, and the funders are there to help us, to help you. So this is a community of help, of hope, and of great support and collaboration. So that's what we're here for, and don't give up. Don't give up. We're here for you.
My name is Ken Hudson. I represent the Whiteley Community Council. I'm the executive director. When the pandemic first started, we were finishing our March neighborhood association meeting before it really took hold, before schools closed and things like that. So our immediate response was to stop meeting in person like everyone else has done, and then take time to assess what the needs will be and what they are currently of our residents. Our resident group seem to be expanding a little bit because we do not keep people from using our food pantry if they're not in the neighborhood. So we service Morningside and some other neighborhoods that are near us. So one of the first things we did was increase the number of food service events that we were holding, and we started to move those food service events to other locations so that we can reach people that are normally not reached by us. We looked at the needs of the neighborhood as we start to recover. And so one of the things that we're doing is putting together a bill assistance program to help residents recover in the current situation. Those who may have lost wages due to the community-wide shutdown, those who may have lost their job entirely. Maybe their rent is behind, their mortgage may be behind, or their bills are scheduled for disconnection. So we've reached out to some local funders and we've asked them to support a bill assistance program that we'll be putting on soon. There has been a big challenge when it comes to technology and the students in our area, particular Longfellow Elementary students in the Whiteley neighborhood. When it comes to staying at home and doing your homework, we know that's been a big challenge. We've heard some reports where some parents aren't picking up the school assignments. We've heard some reports where people do not have access to Wi-Fi. We wanted to combat what we all know as the summer slide, knowing that the summer slide could be far greater this year, and we may not see the effects of COVID-19 on our students for another 2 to 3 years. We wanted to do something for that. So we've been working on how we can partner with Muncie Public School to help the reading levels of the younger students in the elementary school. What I would tell residents and friends and family as well, and what I would tell myself, which sometimes we have to give ourselves good advice so we don't panic as well. I would say try to stay calm. I would say look to the resources that you know exist currently and look for new resources as you look to wait out this time period or as you look to recover from this time period. If we see another large spread of the virus in our areas in the fall, we could see extended stay-at-home orders. We could see more lost wages. I would tell residents to stay as calm as you can and look for resources that can aid their families. We will continue to do as much as we can. I know the federal government will do as much as they can, and I know our local government will do as much as they can. There is a tomorrow that's brighter than today. We have to have a little bit of hope and a little bit of faith, and sometimes it takes asking questions. Sometimes it takes partnering with others that you know may be in the same situation with you to spread information. Sometimes it takes reaching out to your clergy, your local church, find out what resources they may have. Shared resources can help us all get through something like this. And we must share as much as we can in order to combat something like this. It will take us looking out for our neighbor.
My name is Mitch Isaacs. I'm the Executive Director for Schaffer Leadership Academy. Well, we responded by adapting. The pandemic really accelerated mid-March, and fortunately we had a board meeting scheduled about that time. So in 90 minutes, our board and staff put our heads together, and we were able to come up with a virtual series of programming. 2 weeks after that pivotal board meeting, we launched our first virtual program. And in the 8 to 10 weeks since, we've offered about 10 virtual programs for a little over 700 people with a 97% satisfaction rate. We are doing everything via Zoom. We like Zoom as a platform because it doesn't require a login or a subscription for people to use. And the topics have been wide-ranging. So everything from how to inspire a shared vision, or what's your communication style under stress. We've had diversity-related topics. We've made a commitment to give people options. One of the things that we think people are going to want and need as we transition to a new phase of the public response to the pandemic is choice. There are going to be some folks who will want to meet and gather in person, albeit safely, of course. And there are going to be some people who aren't comfortable and ready for that yet. And so starting in August, our programs are going to be hybrid. We will allow up to 25 people at our facility, utilizing social distancing and masks if folks decide they need or want those. But those programs are also going to be broadcast on the web and available for our members to experience online. So we've committed through 2020 to providing people choice in how they interact with us and consume our content. You know, when I think about Muncie, I think about a community that endures. Certainly there's more uncertainty right now than we've had in recent years or recent months. But when you look at the history of Muncie, especially over the last 30 to 40 years, we've already faced uncertainty. We've had to reimagine who we are as a community. We've had to create a new identity for ourselves. I think for the last couple of decades, organizations like the Ball Brothers Foundation and nonprofits, and certainly government leaders and for-profits as well, have really wrestled with this idea of what will Muncie be now? Through all of that, we've endured, and we've added programs and initiatives and amenities and things that really have helped reimagine Muncie for the 21st century. And if we've been doing that for decades now, why would a pandemic stop us?
Well, thank you for your time, and I thank everyone for coming in, the individuals that came in to let us know how they are doing and their parts of the community. And I really appreciate how everyone in this community is hanging in. So thank you again. Take care.